Hey Brad, welcome to the Community Living Golf event. Just want to give you an opportunity here to view your swing at regular speed. We'll also then just go ahead and put you back in your dress position, and we'll take a look at a few things for you. So while we got you back here in your setup, let's first of all just take a look at your posture. Spine is straight, not a slight tilt. Legs come down into a nicely unlocked position. Arms hang down off your tilted spine and club works out to the ball, so you're achieving some pretty decent posture there, also in association with good balance. Next thing we want to observe has to do with your alignment. We can see your feet aiming in this direction here. We carry that line out towards the fairway, and understanding that the club face is supposed to run parallel to the feet, and parallel lines on camera would have an appearance of converging. So you're set up right down the center of the fairway, so that's excellent as well. Let's go ahead and do a little split screen comparison here between you and Brandt Snedeker. Now I'm not going to do my original swing plane review with you. Let's go ahead and flip Snedeker over here first of all. And I just want to talk about some very basic concepts as it pertains to, really the general swing motion and primary fundamentals and principles that should really happen in a golf swing. So what we're going to see with Snedeker here is he's going to simply rotate his shoulders, draw his arms and hands back as well as the golf club. And we're going to bring the golf club back along the red line. That simply means the club is initially traveling back on the proper swing plane. With you, we watch you initiate your takeaway. You got good shoulder rotation, you're drawing your hands and arms back, and the club is coming back on a pretty decent swing plane. It does sneak perhaps maybe just a little bit underneath the plane. Okay? Now, from here, what we're going to see with Snedeker is he's going to continue to turn, but he's going to start to establish good wrist hinge into play. So he's going to work the club head from below to above his hands. And you can see the club head still on the red line. With you, we're not going to really see that move. We're going to see a very stiff, locked forearm position with your wrist in the golf club. Therefore, the club's considered to be laid off, meaning it's well inside and well to the right of the red line. So there's not a lot of hinge happening. With Snedeker, he's going to continue to hinge the golf club, and then he's going to work the golf club. Then he's going to work the golf club from red up to yellow, maximizing that wrist hinge. We're finally at the top of the backswing. We've got full shoulder rotation. We got a stable left side, keeping the weight on the inside part of that left foot. With you, again, what we can see is there's not a lot of wrist hinge at all. And when you finally get to the top of the backswing, there's still no wrist hinge here. So the club is extremely laid off. There's no wrist hinge, so we're not creating club travel through creating wrist cock, nor are we establishing a very important energy source in a golf swing. So think about throwing a ball. If you're going to throw a ball, you've got to cock your wrist and snap it through. If you don't cock your wrist, you got nothing to snap through. So it's almost like shot putting. Okay? And that's sort of what we've done here. We've rotated well. We have a stable left core. They're shallow, and there's just no wrist hinge. At this point in time, as we start our transition in the back of the ball, simply want to move our weight from our left to our right foot. We want to fire our knees and our hips to the target, and then we want to bring the golf club from yellow back down onto red. And that's what we see here with Brandt Snedeker. Now, you're basically almost already in that position. So as you create your transition back into the ball, what's good about this is that if we take a look at Snedeker, I mean, what we're ultimately trying to achieve is we're trying to achieve what's referred to here as a backwards check mark, whereby the club head right now is remaining above and behind his hands, therefore he's retaining angle, and the golf club is returned back to plane. Now, with you, the good thing is that we do have, between your lead form and the club, we are retaining some of that angle. The club head is above and behind your hands, but it's well underneath the swing plane coming into the golf ball. So as we track Snedeker coming into the golf shot, we simply want to track the club head, and we can see that the club head tracks into the golf ball directly from this red line. So this is referred to as directly from on plane. And this is ultimately what's going to allow us to hit a straight golf shot in accordance to our alignment. When you're coming into the golf ball, we're basically coming from here to here. So you are attacking the ball from the inside there. Now, as we get just before impact, we can see Snedeker's left heel's off the ground. Your left foot is still flat on the ground, and all your weight's back on your left side. So there's no knee work There's no transfer of weight. There's no opening of hips. So we really need to learn how to move into a proper impact position that allows us now to also carry through to a good finish where the left heel keeps coming off the ground. We get up on the toe of the left foot. We can count all the spikes in the left shoe, and at this point in time now, we're standing on our left side. Our right side is, or sorry, we're standing on our right side, and our left side's fully posted. The hips have squared around to the target. The shoulders are fully rotated, and the hands and the club are back in behind us. With you, you're coming into the ball. You're striking the ball, keeping your weight on your left side, never creating any footwork through to the finish. Your right foot actually starts to spin now as you're coming through, and we can see that we just don't get into a proper finish via creating good footwork. So we definitely want to learn how to create better footwork through to the finishing position. And as a little recap, from some very fundamental generic standpoints, I mean, we really are looking to bring this golf club back with better wrist hinge, learning to set the hands and arms in a better position. At that point, learning how to come into the ball, learning how to create some lateral movement to your right side, create some footwork, some knee work, some hip work, and learn how to get back into a better impact position, and then carry that through whereby the left heel is coming up off the ground. We get up on the toe of our left foot, and all our weight finishes on our right side without creating that spin out action. Okay? Anyways, at any point in time, if you ever want to work on any of these aspects, certainly feel free to contact me. All my contact information is at the end of the video here. Be happy to set some lessons up for you. Also, if you're involved with any golf tournaments at all, or sit on the committee for any events, certainly feel free to touch base, and be happy to discuss my swing analysis services for any of those events. Anyways, I hope you had a great day. I hope you enjoyed getting an opportunity to see your swing on video. And hope you have a great summer, and maybe we might hear from you. Take care.